Hello there, this is Alchemy Experiments with Water. Very interesting. I've had a few people email me or message me in different ways, ask me questions about water, and I've recently gotten more interested in it. This jar right here these jars have been left out exposed to the weather. Sunlight, nighttime, moonlight, sunlight. They've been out day and night, probably for a couple of months now, close to it. They're going to sit out here through the seasons and be exposed to the moonlight and sunlight. The interesting thing is, all of these jars are closed. This is from Walmart too. Okay, so I've got 4 jars here in a test tube. Test tube, I added bottled water, sealed it with a screw cap. We've showed experiments with this before. And we're probably going to torture that over the course of a year with different experiments. Okay, but the 4 jars are all closed. That one's an old jar, flea market find, an Old Spice bottle. This is a new bottle from Walmart, a new jar. This is a new jar from Walmart, and this is a new jar from Walmart. The tops are on. They've been exposed to the nighttime, the dew, the rain. They've been out here during rainstorms. And part of the experiment that I'm starting with is to see if they fill up. If a closed glass will fill up. I tried to get a glass ball, a hollow glass ball that was like sealed with no openings. Those are a little bit harder to come by and a little bit more expensive. And it's hard to find one in clear glass. Most of them have some kind of a tint. You know, I wanted clear glass with no additives or anything. Just to see if it's left outdoors through the course of the seasons, the 4 seasons, if moisture will develop inside the glass. And on these, it's doing it. On this one, all this water came in without, I didn't put it in there. This was out exposed to the dew, exposed to rainstorms, thunderstorms, and you see it's filling up with water. Nature is doing that. This one here, the lid is clamped down and it's got a rubber seal. A metal little clamp here and a rubber seal, gasket there, and it is filling up with water. All this water came inside of it without me. I did not put any water in there. It was completely dry inside when it was sealed closed and left out here. Whether that's dew or from the thunderstorm or the rainstorm, the glass somehow, or the water somehow penetrates the glass. And that's the experiment, this section of it. The sealed glass container and the water is penetrating and getting inside of it. It's like the dew is forming on the outside and somehow through reverse osmosis or something is penetrating and going on to the inside, where it will be left to the exposed to the rays of the sun and the moon through the 4 seasons. And then we'll continue on. So this concludes this section of the experiment. We can see this type of jar. For some reason, this one really doesn't seem to have any moisture in it. It's got the metal clamp top. It's a new one. It's got a plastic seal. It's not taking on water. This one, the lid is just set on the jar, and it's filling quite nicely with water. This little one, glass top, a plastic seal, it pushes in. It is taking on water while being closed. I did not put any water in that one. Alright, this one's not taking water. This one is. Whether this gasket is rubber or leather, whatever it is, this is an old antique spice jar of some type. It's sealed. It's taking water from the environment, from nature. Look at all that water. And this, of course, is my test tube of bottled water. We'll come back to this later. So that's it. water is finding its way from the atmosphere into these glass vessels where it's being stored clean. No dirt. You see how well this is sealed. The water is somehow getting in the glass. The dirt, there's no dirt going in there, it's just water. Pure and clean. And we'll come back to this as the months go on and check for the development of what some people call gur. I have seen some interesting experiments, and we're going to proceed with this. Thank you for watching. This is Alchemy of Stephen School.